Hi, hello, namaste, namaskaram, vanakkam. This is Gayatri, and you're listening to me on Vada Pav Samba channel. The delicious, yummy cake which you are seeing on my screen is coffee chocolate cake, and I baked it at home. And this is a healthier version of it. So this cake was really super delicious, super soft, and it was having that perfect taste of coffee and chocolate in it. So while let's get into the video. Okay, the first step is take around 3 cups of suji rava, if you have very fine rava, you probably need not to grind it, but mine was little coarse, so I had put it for blender. So I'm going to blend it into a very fine kind of powder. Now take a bowl and transfer your powdered suji into it. Take milk at room temperature and slowly start adding it to the powdered suji. Don't add all the milk together, but gradually keep adding it and keep mixing it. Make sure that there are no lumps, and once you finish mixing, this should be the texture. Close the lid and let it rest for 30 minutes. Now take around 1.5 cup of wheat flour, which is almost half the quantity of the suji which you took, and then add around 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and then add around 3/4 spoon of baking soda. Now take around 1.5 ladle of cocoa powder and add it. Now how much to add cocoa powder depends upon the taste or the flavor of cocoa you like it in cake, and then give everything a very good mix. So these are our dry ingredients now. The next step is to add that coffee flavor to our cake. I am taking around 1.5 spoon of cappuccino classic coffee powder, but you can use any coffee powder. To that coffee powder, add lukewarm water and mix it. So it's optional. If you guys don't like the coffee flavor in cake, then you can skip this step. Take around 1 glass of milk at room temperature and add lemon juice to it. Give it a good stir, and then what you will have is curdled milk, which we will use in making our cake batter. After half an hour, take the rava mix which you kept earlier and give it one just mix, and then add all the dry ingredients to it and keep mixing then. I am adding 1.5 cup of coconut sugar. You can add sweetness according to your taste, and you can use powdered jaggery or brown sugar instead of coconut sugar. Having said that, I don't always use coconut sugar. This time I had it, but normally I use powdered jaggery. This is how it will look after you mix it little bit. Now what you have to do is add the curdled milk, but don't add all the milk at once. Just add it in step by step and keep mixing it. To this mix, add around 1 ladle of oil. You can use any neutral flavored oil. I am using coconut oil over here. Here now add a coffee decoction which we made earlier. For some more extra flavoring, you can add any essence like vanilla. Here I am adding almond extract, but this is totally optional because already our cake is having coffee flavor, so this is an optional step. A good mix and our cake batter is ready to be baked. And this is the texture of the cake batter. And now I'm going to bake not using oven but using a pan. I took a pan, I drizzled some oil, and I'm spreading it with the help of a tissue paper, but if you have oil brush, please go ahead and use oil brush to spread it. And now take the cake batter and enjoy the process of pouring it into your pan. Tap the pan twice, close the lid, and now bake it in medium to low heat for around 35 to 40 minutes, but do keep an eye on it. For me it took around 40 minutes for baking, so after 40 minutes do the toothpick test. If you don't have toothpick, you can definitely use fork and just insert in the center, and yeah, your toothpick or fork should come clean, which means your cake is baked completely. Now close the lid and let the cake cool completely. Here you are seeing the back side of the cake. It didn't stick a little bit also to the pan, and it was even very spongy. Flip the cake and take a fork and start pricking the cake like this. Again make coffee decoction. This time instead of using lukewarm water, use room temperature water and start pouring over the cake. and keep it in fridge for around 10-15 minutes so that the whole decoction which you are pouring on the cake gets absorbed completely. So now to make the topping on the cake, I took around half a cup of rice flour, but instead of that I think maida will be a better option, and I'm dry roasting it for just 2 minutes. The next goes is a mix of coffee powder and cocoa powder. I'm taking around half a cup together, adding 1/4 cup to half a cup of coconut sugar. Next is to add water, almost 3 small glasses of water. You can add it and keep stirring so that it doesn't start forming lumps. After stirring it for around 5 to 10 minutes in medium heat, you can see that it will have a very good glossy kind of structure and everything will start coming together, and this is the texture you should have it, and at that moment you can add vanilla essence and you can switch off your stove. After adding vanilla essence, mix it really well, and that is your chocolate sauce ready, which is ready to go on top of your cake. The final output of your chocolate sauce. Take your cake out from the fridge and let it come to the room temperature. Then start pouring your chocolate sauce on top of it, and that's it. Spread it. After finishing the spreading of chocolate sauce on your cake, let it be in fridge for almost 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Ta-da! This is how the final cake looks after taking it from fridge. I have added some grated dark chocolate and raspberries on the toppings. You can add whatever you like. Now just take a big piece of it and enjoy. I hope you guys liked watching this video. Do try this recipe at home. It's very easy peasy kind of recipe. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Vada Pav Samba channel. I'll come up with a new video very soon. Until then, bye bye and enjoy the cake.